One of my best friends and my trainer is 65 years old. He's in incredible shape. And I always ask him, thought-provoking questions because I'm getting older. I'm 25 and I want to know what to expect out of my future. And I'm sure you do too. One of the questions that I asked him that I think you might find comfort in the answer is I was like, well, what age do you actually peak? When does it actually just start going downhill? Because a lot of us think it's 30. A lot of us think that once you turn 30 years old, it's the end of the world, whatever. So that you put a lot of pressure on yourself and you're 25 to 28. You're like, oh my God, I need to find a wife and kids. I need to settle down now because after 30, it gets serious. What he tells me is that if you take genuinely really good care of yourself, you don't peak physically until you're 35, 40 years old. He said the best shape he was ever in his whole life, he was 52 years old. I'm like, wow. He's been healthy his entire life. So that says a lot. He's been in incredible shape since he was 16. So he told me that you don't really peak till you're 35. And I'm like, well, that's good. That's reassuring. I got time. But also it kind of, excuse me. It reminded me of I listened to this podcast a few years ago that said that time is strictly an illusion. And they did a study and they took a bunch of people and they put them into this environment that replicated 1965 or 1955 or something like that. The music was only 1955. There was no phones, there was nothing. And everyone in the room, their bodies started behaving as if it was 1965. And it was really weird. So basically, time is this made up thing that we all collectively believe in. So we all think that we're getting older. We firmly believe that we're getting older, so our bodies start following that belief. We start decomposing. We start getting older physically because we stop doing the same things. We stop sprinting. We stop training. We stop exercising our minds the same way. So of course your body's going to start to deteriorate over time because you're following the belief of your brain, because society has programmed you. You get old, you slow down, you die. That's what happens. If you challenge the norms and you challenge those beliefs and you start just, you know what, I'm not X years old, I'm just today years old. I'm just present, because the only thing that's real is the present moment. The past no longer exists. The future no longer exists. You are literally just right now. So whenever someone asks me how old I am, I say I'm 25, but I try not to remind myself that I'm that old. I try to just say to myself anyway, because I don't want to sound like a hippie. I just say, I'm not really an age. I'm just here right now. I'm taking care of myself and I'm present. It helps a lot, honestly, because it takes a lot of pressure off I need to settle down. I need to have kids. I need to do all this shit right now, because you just got to follow God's plan. And by putting pressure on yourself, it doesn't help.